Good morning, General Chat. Welcome back to the podcast. I hope you all enjoyed those last couple episodes with the number 23. Number 23 is not with us today. We have another guest going back through the archive today. We're looking at another Patreon clips review. This was uploaded 4 years ago onto the Joa Field YouTube account. This is on October 20th, 2021. This video has 981 views. Again, reminder to anyone who's not a member of the Patreon, Joa gives the Patreon members access to a 4 years worth of content. This one has only been watched under 1,000 times. So there's lots of great Joa stuff to look at and listen to if you are a fan. Join the Patreon. That being said, I will introduce my guest today. Today, we have none other than YouTube phenomenon, flat bar, GIF dominator, DumbData. Say hello, please.
Yo, what's up, Sloan? Thanks for the invite.
Thank you for coming and chatting with me and watching this beautiful piece of unlisted Patreon content from the
My pleasure.
Yeah. You watched the video, correct?
I did, and I took notes. Wonderful. As you instructed.
Wonderful. Thank you for taking notes. Let me do the quick ad read, and then we can get on to watching the video together.
Sick.
The Good Morning General Chat podcast would like to introduce our listeners to Stella Vision, Parisian skateboarding's answer to an unasked question of what the next rising stars of the French capital will be wearing. With art and design which rebels against the totalitarianism, drab attempts at individual, and the stultifying sexy with energy and force, Stella Vision is part of a bold, sensual new look, warring on the elitist trying of silks and satin, scoffing at the decades-tried attempts of denim as a social equalizer. The branding and vision of Stella Vision project the sheltered prerogatives of an elite few who are toe-tapping their way through the surfaces of Bastile's skatable obstacles. Find Stella Vision at elite retailers in Paris and Bordeaux. Okay, let's get started, shall we?
Are you based in Paris?
I am not based in Paris, but
Okay.
Big fan of Stella Vision and everything that brand has been doing. So happy to have them sponsoring the podcast. Okay, let's push play on young Joa and see what he has to say. And
hey everybody,
there he is.
How are we all doing today? We got more clip reviews. Going forward, this will be the new way that we do this. Okay, send me your Instagram.
All right. Do you want to describe to our listeners what we're seeing on the screen here?
I don't know if your screen is frozen or if it's on another monitor, but I'm not seeing the video.
You're not seeing the video.
I just see the Discord.
All right. Little technical difficulties here. Hold on. Let me speak to my audio engineer and see if they can get this moving. Is that helping?
I can see you like navigating Discord, but I don't see the YouTube video playing.
Oh, okay. Well, could you hear it when it was playing?
Yes.
And you don't
DMs anymore,
but you don't see it
with your Instagram at.
No.
And the reason that is because it just clogs the DMs, and I actually want to be able to
this
talk
is what's
to you
terrible
guys about shit
this technology.
that you want to talk to me about on Patreon. That's like one of the things that you're hypothetically paying for, is to be able to say like, hey, do last resorts, are they actually good, or are you paid to say that? How do Carhartt pants fit? Whatever you want to fucking ask me, because I just can't answer questions on Instagram.
Bruh.
And now I'm having the same problem with my Patreon DMs.
How's that?
My Instagram DMs, which is they just get flooded with shit. So
Okay, I see it now.
Great. So, you want to describe to our listeners what we're looking at right now? We see Joa there in the middle.
Yeah, Yep. Like you said, Joa front and center, describing kind of what's going on with his recent Patreon activity. He's being inundated with requests for clip reviews. And he wants people to follow a certain method to contacting him. And he has in the background a clip ready to play.
Yeah, and he's wearing a hoodie today. Seems like he's cut off the color that's been in there. He's growing a mustache. Uh,
Yes, mustache,
black
smaller
glasses.
glasses.
Yeah, I think maybe some new frames. There's no female at the desk behind him in this upload. So it looks like Joa solo in his room, reviewing his
Hmm.
Patreon clip reviews. So before we get started on this, if are you a Patreon member?
Yes, right now, yes.
Okay, so if how would you rate this piece of content from 1 to 10 as a Patreon subscriber?
This one that we're reviewing, you say?
Yeah.
Overall, like out of 10, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10.
And do you want to expand on why you would only give it a 6.5, or why you would give it above a 5? Like what?
Well, I think it's like kind of it's really well intentioned as far as like engaging with the people who are contributing to his to what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of points for that. And I guess I mean, as far as like not getting a 10 out of 10 and why there's point deductions, maybe it could be longer.
Yeah, it's only 20.
But
It's only 24
yeah.
minutes. I kind of look at this back as this is kind of this type of content. Clip reviews is a homage to Feedback TS.
Yes.
I would say, and Joe
Ted Barrow inspired, yeah.
Yep, Ted Barrow from This Old Ledge fame, his old school Instagram account, and Joa has cited Feedback TS as a big influence in the way he streams and the way he YouTubes in a way, right?
Yeah, so maybe there could be some point deductions for stealing a
Originality.
little bit of Ted's steez, yeah.
Yeah, it seems I would kind of label this. I'll give this. I'm gonna give this a 4, because I do think it's a bit in the slop content. It's something he's completely phased out at this point in his career. I don't think he's done clip reviews for 2 or 3 years, something like that. Would you agree?
I don't know if he catches clips like on stream and just treats it more as like an improvisational exercise. But yeah, I don't think he does like dedicated Patreon exclusive clip reviews.
Yeah,
What
so
I've seen.
it kind of feels like watching it now. It does feel a little bit like a failed concept, which also under 1,000 views. It's not the most exciting stuff to watch. It's kind of like a little bit of like you said, giving a little shine to the people who are paying him, right?
Yeah,
And that being
I agree.
said, I will say I was very surprised at the quality of some of the clips.
In a good way or in a bad way?
No, in a good way. I was kind of shocked
Oh,
at
there's some rippers here, yeah.
yeah, for him for 4 years ago, these page, it was definitely he seemed to have a really core skate audience back then, and
Yeah, and I don't want to get too far ahead, but I'm pretty sure one of the clips he asked for the pin, and he has since posted his own clips on Instagram
oh wow.
from one of these spots. Yeah.
Okay, this is exciting. Okay, DumbData, this is why I'm so happy to have you as a guest on the show to bring this type of information to the listeners of Good Morning General Chat podcast. Okay, so I'm gonna push play and let it go again, and just
Instagram in the comments if you send me a clip. That's how we'll do this. Go
as we go, I'll just jockey on the volume as you see fit. So if you want to hear him talking, feel free to tell me to turn it up. Did you like anything about this first clip? Did you recognize this skater or this spot?
I do not recognize the skater, but I think that his opening clip review is kind of a nice intro to the style of feedback he gives, and this is where he might deviate a little more from Ted Barrow's style. I think Ted was more kind of talking about the actual skater's style, the trick selection and whatnot. And I think Joa is focusing more on the fits. And I think that's kind of one of his bigger you know, differentiating factors that has separated himself from the rest of the content creators and gave him a leg up on a lot of people is he kind of went in a lot on assessing what people are wearing. You know, and he also has a playfully sarcastic delivery. There was some edited clips of Donald Trump saying I'm coming or something.
Yep.
Where he's talking about, you know, someone wearing a mask during COVID times and, you know, being a little playfully sarcastic on saying you might not need to wear a mask outside when you're skating.
Yeah.
So playful sarcasm, I think, is also a flavor that we get from Gifted Hater in this Patreon.
I think I've got one or two clips wearing a mask during masking times. Did you film?
Yeah.
Did you film any clips with a mask?
I did. There's at least one where I was wearing a mask, but those were different times.
Yeah, I think I should start just skating in my mask again, so people
bring it back.
Yeah, a little
retro mask.
Throwing back to simpler times.
Oh man.
All right, so this kid was another one example of someone who I was pretty impressed with the quality of the clip, right?
Yeah. He does like well. I know I said he focuses a lot on the fit assessment, but he also freeze frames kind of the facial expressions. This guy has a very serious you know, facial expression and is treating the trick like it's a war type energy, you know, in this clip.
Yeah.
But he also is simultaneously
got the chains on,
pausing it and, you know, talking about how this guy should not be wearing his beanie in a way that shows the logo right above his forehead.
Yeah, and another guy, like, I wonder what happened to this something Angry Chengoso or something was his name. But yeah. Did you did you look at any of these people's Instagrams when you were watching this video?
No, I did not. I just watched the video itself. But to your point, you know, you were mentioning the user's handle or whatever bio name. Like, I don't know what the proper word is, but Joa, you know, it shows how attentive to detail he is, where he researches what the word chingazo means and, you know, shares his findings. And it kind of backs up why we're seeing such a, you know, a serious face in this guy's demeanor.
What is it, chingazo?
I think he shows it, I can Google it real quick.
Oh, man.
I guess it's a Mexican Spanish slang term meaning a hard hit, punch, or blow, but also figuratively for tough situations, big deals, or intensely amazing things.
Okay, so it's Spanish origins. All right. Yeah. And is this a surfing clip we're watching now?
Yeah, this is like a wide shot of the ocean with waves crashing on the shore, but in the bottom right, we see a little bit of some foot traffic, so I'm not sure if this is a surfing clip or a troll clip.
Top Shelf Teos is a rare handle. We got Eshton here, and
yeah.
Eshton specifically asked me.
Who's said, Eshton?
I'd like to know if my clip is wet. So let's try to answer that here today.
Wet. Are you interested, does etymology and linguistics origins interest you at all?
Yeah.
Yeah? When did you first start
like
hearing...
slang and
stuff
like that?
The term wet. When did you start first hearing that, do you think?
Yeah, that was something I think I heard more so when I got back into skating, like maybe 8 years ago.
I was going to say, yeah.
With, you know, like...
it feels like in the last decade.
How well your trick looks.
It's not really... I don't think this was challenging enough for you.
So,
and it's sort of like a weird thing to do a
So this guy does not
like
receive the wet brand from Joa, huh? Very...
It's like absurdly
no.
but front like
But that's kind of,
easier
yeah, I
to
guess
get
this
those
guy is
moving.
a
I
typical.
think this clip he gives a lot of. Go ahead.
No, you go. What do you think Joe is
No, I was
drinking?
just saying he gives a lot of feedback on the front side 180 trick choice, and it made me feel self-conscious because that's a trick that I would tend to fall back on if I'm trying to jump over something.
Your
So
front side 180.
hearing, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the
So
only.
he's kind of giving some lashings for that trick.
Yeah, it's kind of always been like sort of a non-trick, right? But it's one of the only.
Yeah, it's probably one of the first tricks you learn
It's one of the only things I can do over
when you're
something pretty
when you're learning. Yeah.
over something pretty consistently as well.
Right.
From this line and it turned this line dry. I'm sorry. I mean, you definitely redeemed yourself a couple points with this half cab flip, and your fit is pretty drippy, but
So were you watching
wasn't
Joa
quite enough. I'm giving
4 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching his growth kind of when he started YouTube and had, I think when I first saw his videos pop up in my algorithm was when he had maybe like 2,000 or 1 to 2,000 subscribers.
Okay. Was he 1-800-NIPPLES
And he
then?
was uploading like twice a week.
Oh.
Yeah. I was going to say this might still be the 1-800-NIPPLES era here. I'm not sure, but
okay. We've got a pretty
yeah, it was
modest-
before the Gifted Hater name came.
The filming was
that I was
good,
paying
the
attention.
location is nice.
Yeah. And
How
this
about
is
you?
What I would say about
I think this is probably right around when I was introduced to him as well, I think.
100%
I think I got introduced to him through feedback, through Ted Barrow. They did like
looking at here. Is that a human being?
a duo, or feedback talked about him on his Instagram or something, talked about him. So here's an interesting one. A female skateboarder. As a member of the Patreon community, it feels like a solid wall of dudes in the comment sections, at least. But here we have a female skateboarder, huh?
Because you were about to ollie the manhole.
Have you?
Yeah. Not only a female skateboarder, but she submitted a clip, and
Yeah.
kind of to your point, it's a great way to create a sense of inclusivity.
Pushes. And you didn't need to do that there because with the amount of speed
And he didn't let her off easy either.
Nope, he has his constructive criticism. I mean, a hippie jump over a
Too many
flat bar.
pushes.
I think if I did that, actually no, some people did that for our 5 on flat. Did you submit a 5 on 5 on the flat bar
I'm sorry, but that was
for the?
No.
No.
push. That was
I did not.
Next clip of the month, DumbData. You got it. You got to get in there.
good job for wearing
All right.
the pink tank. You saved the clip.
Did you watch any of the?
Did you submit your clips?
You didn't see mine?
Piece of advice to you, girl brains. It's not Peter Gold.
Are you serious?
Well, I don't know who it is then. But here we
I guess I blew it.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me stop this for a second. We have to. This has to get dealt with. Hold on one second. Sorry about this, listeners. Let me go to the Good Morning General Chat YouTube page.
I saw your straight 8 drama where like someone else did the trick for you or something.
Ah, yeah. That was one of my first clip of the months. Okay, are you still seeing this? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think I've seen this. You do a crooked grind, right?
Yeah, this is my 5 on a flat bar. Okay, so you have seen it.
I don't remember 5 tricks though.
Well, now you're gonna make me question your researching skills.
Yeah.
That's one.
Okay. Backboard, front nose, back nose. Ooh, switch backboard.
That was a weird
That's a
one.
big boy trick. Hell yeah. So full disclosure, I have seen this,
Okay.
but I think the crook is what stuck in my head because I remember the ending where you celebrate
Yeah.
with who I assume is your child.
Yeah. No, it's just some random kid, random neighbor I use for videos.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's good.
that makes sense.
The neighbors are nice, so they're trying to help me increase my online presence.
Nice.
Oh, there's another hippie jump, a little bit higher than.
All right. It's a very timid little clip
Yeah.
here, and even like afterwards, you're celebrating.
Another
pretty timid
deep
as well.
breakdown by Joa on the fit, heavily leaning into the skinny khaki pants. Even though he did do like an objectively high hippie jump, I think Joa's argument is if you just wore different pants, this clip would have been greatly, enhanced.
Yeah, pants are tough for skateboarding. Has any of Joa's fashion takes and observations caused you to make certain purchases or get rid of certain articles of clothing? Is there anything you could talk about from your? Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think this is something, I don't know if I'm alone in saying this, but I feel like him getting recognized for analyzing fit breakdowns has kind of I think his best performing video on his channel is about skateboard clothing. So it obviously resonates. Like it's something that he's pretty good at, and it's something that people are interested in. And I don't wear Dickies anymore, after hearing, feedback from Joa, and just thinking about because I think it's like, damn, I guess Dickies don't look that, like they're cheap and they're durable, but they really don't look that great on camera.
Wow.
So that's an example of something where I'm like, it is worth kind of like paying attention to how good you look, because if you feel like you look good, you're probably going to skate better. I know that's kind of like a cliche thing to say, but
sure. So since watching Joa, you no longer skate in Dickies. That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And what about some clothing that he's influenced you to buy? Like, is your closet full of yard sale?
No, I don't. I don't go too hard on changing much else. I think the Dickies was the extent. But
how many sci-fi hats do you own?
0.
Okay, me too.
I bought one sci-fi shirt at Val Surf, and it was an XL. And then I washed it once, and it fit like a medium.
Shout out Val Surf, the legendary Val Surf.
Yes, sir.
Was that 45 years strong, something like that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Damn, yeah, legendary skate shop. Yeah, I bought one sci-fi T-shirt, and I just found it recently while I was reorganizing all my clothes. I bought it and then I never wore it out of the house. So, and I don't know if that's because I bought it because Joa was obsessed with sci-fi, or I bought it because I was just, I don't know. But whatever.
You like the graphic?
I don't know. I mean, like, I've been around long enough to where I remember when sci-fi first started and, before it was a board brand, when it was just some T-shirts and hoodies. And
yeah,
and I never had the T-shirt or the hoodie. And then fast forward, and then they have a skate company, and then they started sponsoring, what's his name? The dude from Welcome, and they started putting the team.
Ryan Lay.
Yeah, Ryan Lay. They started putting a team together, and I was like, "Oh, okay, they're a real skate company. Let me buy a shirt from them." And I could never. It never felt right. It never felt right. So,
they just shrink too much.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think I maybe watched it once. Oh, I see a New York City clip. Let me see what this one's about.
Is some sort of Greek fountain sculpture or something. Like I could see him lying there with the fountain stream coming out of his mouth. But they didn't. I guess he kind of gave you a look back.
Let's see who
He
this
had
guy's.
some mild curiosity.
So is that
I thought it was
an
an impressive trick. I mean,
was that clip filmed on a tripod? What do you
Oh
think?
yeah, that's a stationary.
It's a stationer, but it's from a very high
Either
angle.
either a tripod or he found a high ledge to put a water bottle on and
Yeah, it's funny because
lean
he's
the
got
phone
he's
on.
got all those dudes just sitting there. It's like, do you think this guy hates those kids, or he's? It's weird. I would just ask them to film.
Yeah, well, I think that's a point that Joa touches on in his critique is like, why doesn't anyone give a shit about his trick when he's skating a a
Yeah.
clear bench next to people who are there.
Oh, and another New York City spot, Midtown, legendary Midtown spot around the corner from uh, Park Avenue. These little
Oh
sets of
shit. Okay.
stairs. Oh my God, I used to session those things hard when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like I actually skated that spot with Chad Muska one time. Um,
No way.
yeah, at the top it's a six set, and I would never fuck with the six set because there was no runway. But when Muska way at the top, see, we always start where this kid started. You do it like on the four. There's maybe a two above it, but then way up at the top.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a super fun set that's hard to even just ollie down sometimes because you know how it is. It's always looks like there's a lot of space, but then when you skate it for yourself, it feels like there's not enough runway run up.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and I think one other takeaway I had from this clip and the other prior to it was Joa is able to pull. He's like able to pull a lot of information out of very little like amount of content and share his observations in a funny, entertaining way, like making up scenarios that may or may not exist just based on like a very small amount of footage.
Yeah, yeah,
Something you don't really see too often. Like if you compare the Nine Club, for example, they'll just watch a clip and be like, oh, that's sick. And then that's kind of the extent of their, reaction to a
yeah.
lot of footage.
Do you watch much Nine Club anymore?
No, I still watch, but I don't really watch the live because of the fact that it's just like, pretty bland reaction to what's going on.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty takes, and it's for sure, and they're also getting like it's like less informative than it used to be because they're kind of just getting older and dumber.
And more heavily sponsored, so they're probably having to tread lightly on everything they say.
Yeah, but it's just like, I mean, it happens to all of us. I mean, like, look, even the fact that I asked you if you saw my clip of the month, right? And you didn't really know you sort of knew what I was talking about. You'd actually seen the video, but you didn't really know, right? So it's like, it's kind of a problem I'm seeing a lot of people have these days, especially anyone who spends more than 6 hours looking at a screen on a day. It's just hard to process everything you've really been watching. And
Agreed.
I feel like that's really hit home with the Nine Club guys because they try to balance this like nice guy attitude. So like when they're watching the stuff, they don't even know what they're watching anymore. Whereas like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, at least Roger and Kelly were pretty knowledgeable. And so they could always kind of riff on something or point something out or know something about something that was interesting. But that's like less important these days, I guess. And now it's more just about the fact that, yeah, they're not funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing is it's like you kind of want to shut your brain off, turn on something to relax and laugh at. And these guys are just kind of like, I don't know, they sell like a flask that says wipe your mouth.
There you go.
And it's like, what the hell does that mean what I think it means? And if so, like, why the fuck, who's buying that?
It seems like they just give it all away for free. I mean, there's definitely probably people that are buying it. I mean, when you look have you been on their Discord?
No. Is it popping?
It's not popping at all, but there's a guy who posts pictures of his sneakers, and I like taking his pictures and spreading them around the internet.
Yeah.
But hopefully he's not listening to this. because he's threatened me already and told me that that he doesn't give me permission to take the pictures that he posts in the Nine Club Discord and show them to other Discords and pretend that they're my sneakers to try to gain Discord clout through his sneakers. But I'm still doing it. So
Yeah.
you're not missing out on
Free country.
You're not missing out on anything on the Nine Club Discord is what I'm saying. Are you enjoying your time in the Discord formerly known as the Gifted Haters Discord?
Yeah, I am.
Cool.
Especially recently. I think everyone, you can get the wrong, if you're not, and I'm not really someone who's like, probably the target demographic for using Discord. I mean, I play video games and I'm like on the internet, but
sure,
I feel like Discord is a lot more for like internet savvy, internet literate users. And things are pretty fast paced, at least in the Gifted Hater Discord, or like you said, formerly known.
Yeah, it's pretty active.
It is, yeah.
So,
but the sentiment also, I don't know if this is me being like older and not used to the pace, but it seems like in 1 second people can be saying fuck you, and the next second like people forget and they're like everything's chill.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much like crazy drama since I've been there, but yeah, it gets a bad rap by some people for sure, but I don't know. I recommend the Clip of the Month challenges. I hope you can dedicate to yourself to whatever the next one is.
Yeah, hopefully it's not a transition.
I mean, transition.
One.
In honor of Tom Shar.
Yeah, the true Sodi.
It sounds like it. Sounds like he was. It was meant to be. Let's see what this guy's saying.
Now we got Tristan. I've also seen this clip before. I might even reviewed it before Tristan, but
this is
I'll
the
watch
spot.
it again.
Oh. Well, this is Tristan. This is actually, speaking of the Discord, this is the guy who created the Discord.
Nice. So these shoes.
No way.
Yeah, Tristan. Neo didn't create the Discord. Tristan started it and gave over the control to Neo.
That's what you have.
Wow.
So you've seen this.
That's some lore for you.
Yeah. So you've seen this spot.
Is that what you have?
Well, it's on Joa's Instagram. It's a pretty recent hard post, like maybe his fourth or fifth.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Most recent.
Yeah. Do you want to explain to the viewers what the spot looks like and what Joa does there and what Tristan does there?
Yeah, it's a very low impact. It's a school with a kind of I don't know how to describe it. It's like a mani pad with a.
It's a handicap ramp.
It's a handicap ramp,
but a very small one.
But it has very buttery ledge, setup on both. There's two handicap ramps,
yep.
And they've been very well waxed and lacquered, and it's a very combo friendly type spot.
Yeah, Tristan does a board slide,
which
to
I
no
think
slide.
is kind of a big. Yeah, ollie up the first handicap spot, ollie up the second, and then do a combo board slide, pop out to, or no, tail slide, pop out to board slide to fakie.
Yeah, it was a cool trick by Tristan. Shout out Tristan. If you're listening, enjoy the restaurant life.
Yeah. I was curious kind of what the origin story was for the Discord.
Yeah.
So did he make it for Joa?
I
or
guess
did he
so.
just have one?
I don't know. I guess it seems like they know each other in real life, maybe. And maybe when Joa decided he wanted to get a Discord, I don't know. I gotta get Tristan on the podcast and
yeah, that'd be cool.
And get the real lore behind it. But we are coming to the end of this one. I don't know if there's anything else you want to say about this Patreon clips review we watched.
The only other note I had was from the Pop Shove It. I think we were talking, I forget what we were talking about before, but it's a little earlier. There's like a legs only Pop Shove It on a quarter pipe. I thought that, and Joa's kind of takeaway from that is he goes from like hating the clip with a lot of disdain. And then like after he talks about it, he kind of like turns 180 degrees and changes his entire, you know, like he's kind of saying like, it's so bad that I actually love it. And I feel like that's another kind of example of, you know, something that he brings to the table that you just don't really see in the skateboarding commentary space. Like not only having interesting things to say, but then like being able to look at something, hate it with a passion at first glance, and then, you know, having some kind of complete 180 on your stance with saying like, you know what, this is actually amazing.
Yeah, to be flexible with our beliefs and with our understanding. It's I think it's I agree. It's a lesson that all of us could, you know, I mean, it's a great way to create content and to create engage and interest. It's a lot more interesting than just saying wipe your mouth and just trying to come up with a catchphrase.
Yeah, it's a little more authentic.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but yeah, that's all the notes I had.
Well, that was cool. Let's see how he wraps it up, and then we'll wrap it up ourselves, I guess.
Because it definitely seems like that could happen. But, like, this is one of those spots you're like, oh, that's a little spot. I'd be able to skate that. Looks chill. I guarantee this thing is way sketchier and slicker and gnarlier than a lot of you would imagine. But you have the skill level to skate it. And a very tasteful handful of tricks.
Look at that. He's giving a little foreshadowing.
This is like a Max Palmer wet dream spot. I think that's going to do it for this one. I have a couple more clips, which I will toss in for a part 2.
Hold on, let me pause it. What do you think? Do you think he's gonna sign off with kisses again? What do you think?
That'll be much shorter.
Let's see.
Is what we're working with for now.
Oh,
he dropped the kissing.
No, he's no more kisses for the Patreon. For the Patreon. Well,
that's why I only have 980 views, I guess.
Yeah. Well, cool. That was really yeah, like you said, you gave it a 6, I give it a 4. So pretty mediocre content from Joa Field. Anything else you want to...
You're going to go through all of them, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's not as many as I was hoping, because now he does so much streaming. This is before he was streaming regularly. So we'll see what happens once I start entering the VODs, if I'm going to actually watch all of his streams as well. But that I think it'll probably end up there, because like I said, I have a big one. His most recent Patreon exclusive update, his current upload for December, was a response to your video, DumbData. And I know I mentioned to you that I've been struggling with tackling this 2-hour upload that he did. I'm not really looking forward to doing it. Do you have any words of...
reacting to a 2-hour video? That's going to, be 4 hours? A 4-hour upload?
No, I usually just let it play. And I just,
okay.
But if you go back and listen to Car Rant on the Good Morning General Chat podcast, I think that's a good example of one that I did of his, where it worked out really well. The most recent one, the skateboarding tier list that he did, that one did not work out well at all. I kind of lost it on that one. I felt like it was a really shitty piece of content that he created, and I really felt like he created that content just to kind of fuck with the podcast, because the podcast was getting so much traction and getting so much interest from people like you, and Number 23 and Neo coming on. So he kind of I feel like he kind of just did that tier list more to just slow down the podcast. And now this DumbData one that he did of you, it's 2 hours, so I don't even know how to wrap my head around it. But do you have any words of encouragement on did you watch it?
Yeah, I actually reacted to it on my Patreon.
Ooh.
Shameless plug. Sorry about that. But.
No, please plug away. Everyone join I've only seen some of the stuff from Joa's reacting to your Patreon. But
yeah, it's definitely slop territory. You know, you gotta be really deep in the trenches with Patreon if you want to watch this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it would do too well on the regular YouTube main pages.
Did you enjoy watching the video that he made of your reacting to you?
Ooh.
Do you mind?
I don't want to give too much of my, my.
Oh, because you have your own Patreon of it.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Sorry, I don't want to sound whatever the word is, like I'm not wanting to play ball here, but I mean, I think it's fun. I like this. I think there's just more room for this type of stuff because it's fun shitpost type of genre of content.
Yeah.
So.
Well, maybe
sometimes when you're the target audience, it can be, or when you're the target, it's a little different.
Well, I haven't seen that one myself, so maybe after I get through this one, maybe I can maybe I'll sign up for your Patreon, and then I can do a Good Morning General Chat episode of that Patreon upload that you made. But
damn.
Like I said, I'm not.
That'd be sick.
I'm not looking forward to doing this one of Joa's right now because I don't know how I felt about that upload personally.
Yeah, how'd you feel conflicted?
Oof, it was long.
There's just too much content, or
it was just long, and it was just like he was watching the video of you, and you were drinking like a seltzer or something, I think. And there's a car running.
Yeah, I was.
There's a car running in the background at one point, and the audio, with hearing the car, was Joe just kept talking about the car running or something. I don't know, or maybe I was fixating. I don't know. Like I said, I watched it, and usually when I watch Joa's Patreon exclusives, I'll watch it myself for fun, and then if it's really good, I'll watch it again. And then usually on the third time is when I'll do the podcast. But I've just, I said, I've just been dreading it. But maybe you coming on the podcast is what I needed to do to get through it. So I'll say I'll say thank you again for taking your time to do this with me.
Hey, it's fun. Thanks for the invite, man.
Oh, I had a nice time too. All right, DumbData. I hope we get to do it again soon, and I'll see you in the Discord and in the comment sections, all right?
All right, Sloan. Thank you. Have a good one.
You're welcome. Put it in the books.